Alright, haha, what's up you guys? I hope this is okay. I just drove to the ends of the earth for this little spot here to record because I need to record in my Jeep, but I can't be driving while I record it. And I don't want to just sit in my driveway either. But it's like kind of cute. Like, hold on, I'll show y'all what I'm like looking at right now. So, I wanted to make this video about my Jeep because I love my car. It's like just about the only good thing about me. I thought that I needed to make a video on things that I love and hate about it, especially daily driving it, because most people have this as like a secondary vehicle to just go off-roading or like for summertime to like take the top off and the doors off. But I drive this every day, winter, rain, like everything, you know? So I want other people to know these things that I know because this is useful information if you're looking to buy a Jeep, which I'm assuming most of this audience will be, or people who just watch my videos. I'm kind of going to go through like all the pros and then all the cons of it, you know? So I'm going to start with the cons just because I want to end with the pros so I leave you on a good note. Because I really do love this car. Like, I honestly don't think I could ever go back to driving a regular car. For starters, with cons, it all started whenever I was even looking for a Jeep because I knew that that's what I wanted. And I just honestly could not find a Jeep that wasn't a manual. Like, seriously, every single Jeep in the whole entire world is a manual. So, I mean, like, that's kind of an exaggeration, but a lot of the cool Jeeps I was looking at, like the ones with lifts and big tires and the good looking ones, you know, they were pretty much like all manuals, and it was really, really frustrating looking for one, and I was just ready to learn how to drive one. Aside from just the transmission being manual, so are like the locks on the doors and also the windows, which is kind of really frustrating. I got super lucky because this is a 2009 Jeep, and I really got lucky because I have automatic locks and I have automatic windows and I have an automatic transmission. So I seriously got stupid lucky with this Jeep. And if you want to like find out how I found it and everything, I'll link the video either up there or up there. It was actually really spontaneous and crazy, just like everything else in my life. That's just like a big con, is that everything's manual in the car, like windows and locks and transmission and most Jeeps. But if you get lucky, you can probably find an automatic one. It's just you're going to be spending a lot more for a newer Jeep if you want all the automatic stuff. But this is a 2009, and like I said, I got stupid lucky. That's a big issue with a lot of Jeeps. Like, my stepmom rented a Jeep whenever she went down to Tennessee. Her Jeep was a 2018, and it had an aux cord still, like no Bluetooth, automatic doors, and automatic locks. So yeah, I don't know. Also, a big con with Jeeps, which is kind of a running joke now in the Jeep community, but Jeeps fall apart stupid easy. And it happens all the time. You constantly need to be buying new things. As soon as I got the car, I had to buy a new, I don't know what it's called. It's so the doors don't swing like all the way open. It's kind of frustrating, but that's just something that comes with buying a Jeep. You know that you're going to be having to fix stuff all the time. If you're going from a regular car to a Jeep, then it's a whole new world because Jeeps have really, really big tires depending on what kind of Jeep you like. Like, if you like the ones with dinky little tires and no lift that just look kind of cute, then like, that's your style, man. Tires probably won't be as expensive. But on my Jeep, I got a huge lift. I have huge tires. They're really, really expensive tires. And it's just really expensive. Moral of the story, it's really, really expensive to keep up with the Jeep. Like, every item on it is expensive. And if you want it to ride smoothly, then you have to get sway bars. It doesn't ride like a regular car. You have to buy things to make it ride like a regular car. It looks cool with the big tires and the big lift, but it's all at a risk. Just another con, gas mileage is garbage, which just kind of comes with having a Jeep, you know, like, you know this whenever you buy one. But just to prepare people that are going from a normal car, like I went from a Honda Civic to a Jeep, and I mean, I could literally drive for a whole month without filling up my gas tank, and I fill up just about like every 3 days. So my Jeep in particular, because of my big tires and all that, is terrible in the snow. Garbage. I mean, I'm literally sliding everywhere. I drive 6 miles of gravel roads every morning, and I slide everywhere in my Jeep, and that may just be a my Jeep thing, but once again, if you're looking to get like the souped up Jeeps, then you're probably gonna face that. Also, because Jeeps are rear wheel drive, the back end slides out all the time, at least on me. My dad's first words when I bought this Jeep was that I need to take turns really, really slow because the body of the Jeep is just really, really narrow and it's easy to tip. That's nothing that I can change. Like, that's just the body of it, and that's something that you have to be aware of whenever you drive a Jeep, is that you need to take turns slow because it stands very tall. Also, I'll insert a video here because I took one in the morning going to school one day because I knew that I was going to make this video and I knew that I would put it in, but it is so freaking loud. Like, all the time. Like, good luck calling someone on the phone in a Jeep, because I have a soft top and I drive gravel roads every morning. So whenever I'm driving, it is just so loud. Go ahead, I'll play the video. And also, whenever you're driving on highways, or at least even going over the speed of like 40, it is so loud in here because of the soft top. You can hear everything outside, but you know, I just play the music really loud. It's fine, just drown it out. Going off of my previous point, soft tops are extremely pervious because there's no talking shit in this car whenever people are walking by, because you can hear everything. Like, I can close the door and still have a conversation with my boyfriend on the other side of the door because you can hear everything through the soft top. And that may be different with hard tops, I'm not quite sure though. Through my experience with soft tops, you can hear everything, you can hear all the music playing, even if it's on like 10, it's something. And like, really my last con is that they're super slow. I mean, like, my speedometer only goes up to 100, and I don't think I've ever gone faster than 70 in this without getting the death wobble. It's not good for road trips. It also goes super slow. Like, you just can't haul ass in this thing. Like I said, it's not really meant for daily driving either. Maybe the newer ones are, but not the one that I drive. This is really an off-road car. Everything that I have on this car already, like the lift and the big tires and the winch and the stinger on the front, like, those are all off-roading things. So this definitely isn't a daily driving car, but these are just my experiences daily driving it, and those were my cons. So I'm gonna move on to the pros, because these are the good things. This is why I keep the Jeep. This is why I love the Jeep. So to start with the pros is that you just feel super fucking powerful in this thing. Like, I feel like such a badass driving around this, because I'm 5 foot tall, you know, like, I don't really have much power in the daily world. So whenever I get in my Jeep, I'm like all the way up in the air. I feel super dope. Like, you feel so powerful. Like, you feel like you could run over anyone. You know, like, I would destroy my Honda Civic in this thing. Another thing is that there's endless possibilities and endless mods with Jeeps. Like, you can totally transform the whole Jeep. There's so much to do to it. With Jeeps, you can change the whole body. Like, it is amazing. Another pro, just to point out the obvious, you can take the whole top off and you can take the doors off. I don't know any other car that can do that. Yeah, like convertibles, but can you take the doors off? No. I'm winning. You can pretty much go anywhere in this thing too. Like, sometimes when I'm driving to school, I just think about cutting through like grass fields just because I can, you know. And people take these like crawling or like Jeep crawling, but I don't know of any other car that can do that. Maybe trucks or like pickups. I just think that's so cool that I can literally take this thing anywhere. Like I said in the beginning, I seriously couldn't go back to daily driving a car at all. I don't think I can, because I'll just feel so small and boring. Jeeps are so cool. Get a Jeep. Another pro is that I get tons of compliments all the time. This is so different to people, you know? Like, not a lot of people in my town have Jeeps. I also live in South Dakota, so it's just like such a good feeling getting tons of compliments on your car. Like, yeah, that's mine. Like, I pay the bill on that every month. Like, I drive that, you know? Another good thing about driving a Jeep is that you really feel like you're part of like a community, like the Jeep community. Just because of like the Jeep wave, like whenever you're driving past someone, you just like wave to them and they wave back to you, and it's like you get so excited every time you pass a Jeep because you're like, oh my god, hey, and you just feel like included. Especially like Jeep clubs where like there's literally people in your area that all like meet up and drive their Jeeps, like go crawling or like go off-roading together, and you're just like instantly best friends with people who drive Jeeps. Like, that's just such a real thing. Anytime that I meet someone who drives a Jeep, I'm like, I drive a Jeep too, let's talk about Jeeps together. So yeah, I'll be saying this for like the 3rd time, but I seriously love driving a Jeep. All of the cons like don't even matter because of how much I love it. Like, of course these things suck, and to some people that wouldn't be tolerable. Like, people wouldn't be able to handle all that noise whenever they're driving, but I love driving a Jeep, so I just kind of look past those things. It's hard spending like $45 every 3 days on gas, but it's okay, it's fine. So I hope you enjoyed, whether you're a person with a Jeep watching this, or you're going to get a Jeep, or you're just here to love and support me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed. I've been looking in the viewfinder this whole video. I'm really sorry about it.